Finance Minister Mathias Cormann is not ruling out using taxpayer-funded advertising to help promote the budget. Our political reporter Andrew Green joins us now from Parliament House. Say what, Andrew?
Perhaps not a surprise to anyone who follows federal politics over the years. Generally, when...
You mean that they say one thing and do another?
Or that when you have a difficult policy, you put your hand into taxpayer pockets to try to promote it. Certainly over the years, you'll remember the GST campaign, Unchain My Heart, the Labor Party's ads trying to promote the mining tax. Well, this budget is not going down too well with voters, if the opinion polls are to be believed, and what some coalition MPs are reporting back to ministers here in Canberra. So the prospect of taxpayer-funded advertising was always going to raise its head, and it has this morning, and it's something the Finance Minister Mathias Cormann is certainly not ruling out. In fact, he's hinting very strongly today that it's on the cards.
We have tightened the government's belt significantly. We, for example, made $530 million of savings over the forward estimates by reducing the number of government bodies, by merging bodies where it's appropriate, by eliminating waste and duplication across various government agencies. What we have to do, though, and what is our responsibility to do, is to ensure that people across the community who are impacted by changes in the budget are fully aware of how those changes will impact them and how those changes will not impact them, and so we will do that in the usual way.
So not ruling that out there at all, as you say, Andrew. And Latika Burke has been tweeting this morning from Parliament House that the Labor Party is helpfully handing out some transcripts of things that that Tony Abbott has previously said in opposition about using taxpayer funds in order to fund those campaigns. And the quote there, just on the subject of the government's advertising campaign, what we've got at the moment is a government which is taking money off schools and hospitals if it can spend it in this way on ads, and that's absolutely the wrong way to go. So I guess those comments are going to come back to haunt him as well.
That's right, and in the past we've heard government advertising being described as a cancer on democracy and words to that effect. So it is always a contentious issue. Both sides do it, and it's always deeply unpopular when it happens. A lot of people say it can often have a reverse effect once people realise that those ads they're seeing, written and authorised by the Australian government, is also being paid by taxpayers.
Now, yesterday we had what's been presented to the Australian people as the definitive